What's up, Fantasy Champions? Spotlight Sports Network is excited to tell you about an amazing deal from Thrive Fantasy, your place for daily fantasy sports and esports. Right now, with promo code SS Network, Thrive Fantasy will match up to $50 of your first deposit. So go to thrivefantasy.com and sign up now with promo code SS Network. That's thrivefantasy.com, promo code SS Network.
Do you really want to be famous? Do you really want to be a superstar? Do you really want to get dangerous? Do you even know where the groupies are? Bitches out here be...
Welcome to Hammer's house.
Once a Raider, bruh, always a Raider, bruh. Shit simple as that. You look silver and black. Lot of bread invested in that O-line. Car insurance cost the arm and the leg to reach that goal line. It's go time.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? What is up? It is your boy Darian back with another live stream. We are here. Did y'all mofos miss me? I know that y'all miss me. And I am back. Sorry, little mini vacate that I needed. And I'm officially back. And we got my boy in the house. Hammer's house. I don't know what's going on, but what's up, man?
What's good? What is good? Yeah, we all missed you. I missed you. Shit.
Oh, you missed me too, huh?
I miss my brother, man. The hell? What's good?
I know you did, man.
We all missed you. I missed you. Shit.
It's all love, man. It's all love. But we here with another live stream, another show, and we got some things to catch up on. You know, I've been gone for a while, but before we get into any of the topics today, I do want to shout out the rest of the people that's actually here right now, the 29 people that are in the chat, as well 27 in the Spotlight Raiders Talk chat. So we have Raider Goldie, Miguel Ruiz, Knock Andrew, Carlos, Kevin, Alex, Anthony, Mex Raider, Rod Gaz, Mex Raider again, Dominique Favre, Caden Dudley, Brian Rodriguez, Raphael, Terrence. What's going on, everybody? What is up? Sky, Samuel, what's going on, y'all? How y'all feel? Y'all miss the brother over here? Y'all miss Hammer House as well?
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Not even.
Gory Sanders, Medwin, Ryan, Caleb, y'all is in the building. Y'all missed the brother. Oh, y'all missed the brother. So, first thing I do want to get into, a lot of us didn't know about. Well, a lot of us knew about it, but Michelle, what's going on, Michelle? What's going on? I missed you too, love. I missed you too. Oh, we got the people. Oh, they coming in now. They coming in. But I do want to talk about it. I know I did not do a video about this. And a lot of the Raiders fans was probably waiting for this actual video to come out about Willie Snead. Willie Snead signs a 1-year deal. A lot of things came out on Twitter about, you know, him liking the offense, looking at the offense from last year and how he like how John Gruden ran the offense, etc., etc. But Hammer, how do you feel about us getting Willie Snead? How do you feel about this?
We had other spots to fill, and we went with another receiver. That really pissed me off. Like, we could use another linebacker. We need a right tackle. We need somebody in the secondary. Like, his numbers are not that great either. Like, dude's been in the league since 2014. You only got 16 touchdowns for your career, bro. Come on.
But you got to think about the last couple of years where he was playing at, bro. He was playing with a Lamar Jackson that really not a good passer in this league. He only relies on his tight ends. I think his best years came when he was with the New Orleans Saints. And mind you, he still had weapons around them too, where, it's only one football to share around. But you just never know what happens in the regular season with injuries, and it looks like we don't really need to go. I wouldn't be surprised if Raiders try to go wide receiver here, if I'm not mistaken, but I don't see it happening. I think what they're doing is they're waiting to address and fill the needs that we have is because of the draft and how deep the draft is. Don't get me wrong. The draft is really deep with offensive tackles, corners, and safeties, and not really linebackers as much. But I just feel like at the end of the day, I think it was okay. It wasn't the best solution. And they feel like they're not waiting around for Richard Sherman to make a decision. They're not waiting around for these other players to make a decision. So we're going to do what we want to do. Richard Sherman is wasting his time right now, just holding out, and teams is going to be not interested no more. He's going to be out. But we're going to address all the issues in the chat. I mean, in the draft, in my opinion.
I really hope so, because honestly, I don't believe Willie Snead is the answer. To my opinion, Willie Snead is the number 2, number 3 at best, and I'm sticking to that.
Well, we already know who's going to be our 1 and 2. It's probably going to be Ruggs, Edwards, or Edwards, Ruggs. We already know that. They want to go young, and I don't mind the Raiders trying to go young at the wide receiver position. It's not really no veteran wide receiver right now over the top that we should go get in free agency. So that's why they went out and get John Brown. That's why they went out and got Snead, because no one was paying Galladay that type of money, number one. Nobody was paying. I mean, Juju's the number 2 receiver in this league, regardless where he goes.
Juju went back to Pittsburgh because of the whole Claypool video. I don't know if you saw that TMZ. Dude went full Randy Orton and punted someone in the skull.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. So I think they got him more as a security blanket right now, because he might be in some trouble. We don't know. Cops got there and everybody was already gone, but that was the kick heard around the world, and I was outdone when I saw that.
I don't think Willie Snead sucks. I just think he was just in a bad position with Lamar Jackson, y'all. Y'all got to give these guys a chance. They come in here because they see the offense that John Gruden can put up. Hopefully he can open it up a little bit more, in my opinion. But at the end of the day, that's how I felt about Willie Snead at the time. We all know Darren Waller is going to be the number 1 target, but we talking about from the position itself. We all know that Waller is what Waller is to us as a number 1 receiver, but we all know that he's a tight end. As far as number 1 receiver is going to be Edwards or Ruggs, one or the other. One or the other, in my opinion. So I did hear about what happened with Gabe Jackson and what Gabe Jackson said about the Raiders. I think Graphk Raider put out a video stating what he said. I don't know what was said. Somebody can send me the link to that so I can listen to it, because I would love to hear, what Gabe Jackson had to say. I guess he said that he wanted to win. I don't know, something that say that he just wanted to win or something like that. I don't know. Look what it did for Nelly James Martinez says, is Gruden's new offense really ain't no number 1 receiver. It's just loyal to the soil. You're absolutely right about that.
But Gruden's offense is also the oldest offense in the damn NFL right now.
Right.
Just saying.
But we can't be mad about it though, because we were still a top 10 offense. But at the same time, I think it's an old offense, but he's too conservative he just got to be more aggressive, in my opinion, when it comes to him. So me personally, I say, listen, Gruden, you gotta do what you gotta do. But I'm trying to hear about this. That's what I'm trying to hear about this Gabe Jackson situation. Because somebody send me the link to that, because if he's saying some trash talk, trash stuff about us, I don't care for you no more, Gabe Jackson.
You a bitch.
Yeah, exactly what you're calling it.
You a bitch.
That's exactly what you're calling it. You a bitch. That's exactly what it is. So, yeah, man. Like I said before, if you say once a Raider, always a Raider. But if you're going to go, I don't know what was said, but I'm about to go. I want to look at Graphk Raiders YouTube channel, because that's what it states. I did see a video he dropped right before. Okay, so hold on, y'all. Okay, so Icy Nate just sent it to me. Icy Nate just sent it to me on Instagram. I don't know if it's a video or what. But Icy Nate just sent it to me. So it says that Gabe Jackson trade to Seattle, and he says, hold up, let me open it up. Oh, this is according to NFL.com saying Gabe Jackson is excited to play for a winning organization after the trade to the Seahawks. And it says that Gabe Jackson spent his entire career with the Raiders, first in Oakland, then in Las Vegas. Throughout the 7 years, Jackson enjoyed just one winning season. After the trade to the Seahawks, the 29-year-old guard ready to start a winning regularly with a new organization, saying, all I know is that I'm excited to join the 12s and meet my other brothers, Jackson said via team official website. I am excited about the team, the players, and I know they are, and the coaching staff and the fan base in the 12s. I remember playing against them and how loud it gets, and they win, and I want to be a part of an organization like that. Since Jackson entered the NFL, the third round pick in 2014, the Seahawks has never won fewer of the 9 games and only missed the postseason once in that span. Now, Jackson joining a new organization for the first time in his career was like getting a fresh start. Saying that it almost feels like draft day. He feels like a rookie all over again. He said, I get to go somewhere and meet new people and just to start over. Jackson not only traded for a 5th round pick, but also gave the guard a new contract, signing him to a 3-year, $22.5 million extension. NFL Network Ian Rappaport reported that the source is $9 million signing bonus and an additional $7 million in guarantees. He said that he wants. Technically, he's saying he wants to be with a team that consistently wins.
Well, he technically didn't take a shot at them, so I guess we'll leave that alone and wish you the best in your future endeavors in the NFL. He really didn't take a jab at him.
Yeah, they really didn't take a jab at him, but I just feel like he was trying to say something. I felt like it was he said it in a professional way, right, Michelle? I felt as though it was shade. I felt as though it was shade. Like, that's how I felt. I felt it was shade. Like, you was trying to say something, but you threw it under the rug to try to make it seem like it wasn't what. Like, he talked about the 12s. He talked about everything. He didn't say nothing about how the Raiders fans are so good. Thank you for having me. None of that. He understand you want to move on. Cool. But at the same time, don't forget who drafted you and made you the great guard that you are.
I think for any team and this for any player that goes to another team, the one thing you always do, you don't forget who the first team that is drafted you, and you thank them for the time that you had there. That's really it. Like, you don't have to be like, oh, I want to go to a team that wins. Da 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 da. Like, thank the organization and move on from there. But you know what? Different strokes for different folks, I guess.
I can agree. I can absolutely agree with that, because when it comes to Gabe Jackson, he really doesn't talk much. That's the crazy part. He doesn't talk much. And now for him to leave and he gets to speak, yeah. Yeah. Now that gives me an eye opener, like, okay, now you can speak because John Gruden ain't shutting you up. That's a fact. John Gruden is not just, they not shutting you up at all. So yeah. Are you playing Madden at this point, brother?
No, I fucking lost. I was playing online before we got on, and I actually lost. It was a good game, but dude was doing some next level shit with Arizona, and I lost.
See, you gotta play me online, brother. You gotta play me online.
I'm with it. It was just, especially towards the end, I started throwing shit up and dudes picking balls off left and right, but I was ahead towards the end. But the way he was playing with Arizona and rolling out Kyler Murray, like, he had way too much time. I don't know what the hell was going on, but it is what it is.
All right, so
breaking news.
We got some breaking news. What's the breaking news?
I don't know because I accidentally clicked it before I could see it.
Oh my God. They say, Hammer, what's your gamer tag?
It's easy. I'll put it in the thing. I'll put it in the chat.
You can put it in the chat. But I am gonna pull up the actual Just Blog Baby put out another mock draft. And they said the Raiders trade down in this 7th round mock draft. And I'm gonna see who they had compared to the last time we did a mock draft. I still don't have a PS5. I don't have a PS5 either. So I'm right with you, brother. I'm right with you. So
Xbox all day. PlayStation's whack.
All right, so Hammer, let me know if you can see that.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So this is a mock draft that was that I saw on justblogbaby.com, and they said that the rate that that they trade down. I don't know what just happened here. I hate when this happens when I try to share it. Okay, here we go. So, this is justblogbaby.com. This is where I get most of my news from when it comes to mock drafts, when it comes to free agency, anything that comes down to it is that. So this is a mock draft where they have the Raiders actually slotting down. I'm not going to read all of this. I'm just going to get into the picks. So what it says in the round 1 trade that we trade, so we trade Green Bay. We send picks 29, 62, and 135. And so Green Bay sends number 29, number 62, 135, and 214. So that's 4 picks from Green Bay. And we give the 17th pick and the 79th pick. So far, before we get into the pick, how do you feel about that trade?
Somebody's using a draft simulator, a mock draft simulator, because I'm not being funny about this. A couple of times I've used it, and every time we're about to pick at the 17th, there's been a team offering. So this shit is actually realistic. Like, it may potentially happen. Who's to say that the Raiders are going to take the bait or not? But I think it could happen. It would be, I wouldn't, at this point, I don't know. Anything's possible with this draft. Anything was possible in free agency with all these guys getting 1-year deals. So right. I wouldn't be surprised if that happens come draft night.
I think it's a good trade. I mean, you get four draft picks and you're only giving up 2.
And we have how many in the total right now? 8.
If we give up 2, and then we add, so technically we add like what, 2 more?
Yeah. So
that's more picks for us. And it says at number 29 we get Liam. I think it's Eichenberg, whatever how you pronounce it. A lot of people was really big on him. The offensive tackle from the Fighting Irish. And the only reason why they did that because me personally, I feel like when it comes to offensive tackles, it's deep in the draft. It is deep in the draft for offensive tackles. I do like Liam Eichenberg. Sorry if I'm saying it, if I'm butchering his name. I am so sorry for y'all. I'm so sorry.
I'm gonna go and say it's Eichenberg.
Okay. So they said we made the move up. We traded down from 17 to 29. It is in a simulation. I don't know what simulation that they use, but they said this grade gives the Raiders more capital to address the areas that they need. He said that in the article it says he's a 3-year starter, did not allow 1 single sack and 1,600 snaps, ladies and gentlemen. He had not allowed a sack and 1,600 snaps.
That's insane.
That is, mind you, this is college. You might say, "Oh, it's college football," but college football defenses are ruthless. They are, and that's in 2019 and in 2020. This is even more impressive when you consider how long QB and Book would hold on to the ball and scramble at times. Crazy.
My green screen is fucking up today. I don't know why. I quit.
That's why I don't really use the green screen on StreamYard like that anymore. You see, I don't use it no more because it's just too much.
Now all of a sudden it's going to shit. I'm really not liking this at all.
So, and it says, despite the impressive stats, he may do his best work in the run game. The Fighting Irish had one of the most productive rushing attacks in college football, and he was considered a part of that. So if you want to see a display of toughness, go look up the performance against Florida State this past season, which I watched that game, and they ran all over Florida State. That game was brutal. He did suffer a blow to the face, which led massive swelling in his left eye, but continued to play and helped Notre Dame rush for over 300 yards and 8 yards per rush. Hello. I can see Keon Drake, 8 yards per rush. Josh Jacobs, 8 yards per rush, running behind his behind.
Oh, fucking
I take it. No, we're not looking at Ian Brooks as a potential. We're looking at the offensive tackle. We're looking at Liam. Say his last name again.
Eichenberg.
Liam Eisenberg. That's where we're going with this. We're not looking at the quarterback Ian Book, which I think he's a good quarterback, but I don't think we're looking at him. We're looking at Liam. I'm sorry. He's good. I'm sorry. 1,600 snaps. It had not allowed a single sack. I wouldn't mind trading back for that. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't mind trading back for that. So how would you feel about this though? Knowing that
I want to see what the hell is actually out on the board come our pick, because there's going to be plenty of offensive linemen that we could go with, and I'd rather see what the options are first before we think about trading that pick.
Okay, understandable.
Oh, look, it's fixed now. So,
yeah, I see that. It's fixed now.
Bullshit.
So
all I had to do was arch the fucking chair. I hate this damn thing.
All right, so they says at the number 48 pick, we get Jabril Cox. At number 48, the linebacker from LSU. Now, I'm kind of surprised about this at number 48, but I'm going to see what they have to say here. So they say Jabril Cox took a massive step in competition in 2020, transferred from North Dakota State to LSU, and his production no way dipped at all when it comes to coverage, linebacker position. Cox, oh, that sounds pause. I'm sorry, y'all. Cox, pause, y'all. Sorry. Because I know Hammer was about to say, whoa, wait a minute.
I wasn't going to say nothing until you said pause. I'm trying to behave myself today. Oh, God.
I know you're trying to behave yourself.
All right. Pause.
No. Right, pause. Wait a minute. So he can do everything that you want. Zone drops, covers in the slot, man-to-man, and against tight ends. Now, the Raiders signed Corey Littleton to address the coverage issues at linebacker, but he struggled in 2020. We all know why. Paul Gutner. This is not to say the Raiders should completely abandon Littleton, because surely would not. But they don't think someone who stops for getting a player like Jabril, I'm not going to say his last name. His coverage ability is too valuable in today's game. I think this might be, from reading what they had to say, that he's good in zone drops and coverages. That's where our linebackers lacked last year.
Yeah, but what about the kid out of Kentucky, Jamin Davis? He can cover.
Yeah, but I don't think he's because he played at Kentucky, bro. Like, you got to think about it. It's Kentucky at the number is one, but number two, I haven't seen much on him. You got to send me some film.
I got you, because they have one that's pretty long on Davis, and I like what I saw out of the kid, seeing his highlights and the way he covers, and some of the stuff that they showed in the highlight tape is is that us?
Yes.
You know I want Holland, so I would definitely take that one. Let's go.
All right, for the people that's new. For the people that's new to the chat, right? So we're looking at a mock draft according to justblogbaby.com. And what happens is that the Raiders would trade down to the number 29th pick. So we'll get the 29th pick, the 62nd pick, the 135th, and the 214th pick given to us by the Green Bay Packers. And the Las Vegas Raiders will give Green Bay the number 17th and the number 79th pick. So The first one was Liam. Whatever, I'm just gonna say Liam, and that was our first pick at number 29. Number 48 was Jabril Pauls Cox. Pauls. Somebody saying Medwin Ortez saying
Holland is trash. Okay.
They saying Holland is trash. But let's see. Let's see what they got to say. Let me
he's ranked the second best safety coming into the draft. Like, are you serious right now?
We're going to read it, though. So, with the number 62nd pick in the 2021 NFL draft, the Raiders select. Yeah, Graphk is very big on Holland, too. Definitely very big on Holland. Is Javon Holland safety out of Oregon? Now, according to Javon Holland, out of Oregon, somewhat a forgotten prospect that have set out the 2020 season. That's my biggest concern. He did sit out the 2020 season, but last summer he was one of the more highly regarded safety prospects. We all know the Raiders lack in that department. We all know that. So when it comes to Holland, he can make plays, totaling 19 combined interceptions in a PBU during his time at Oregon. He's not the athlete that TCU Trevon Moehrig is, but he is no way a bad athlete. Will even proven more versatility in the slot if the team needs him there. But they said there be some rust to kick off after missing the 2020 season, but his ability and instinct suggest that he's a player that can start early for the Raiders and draft it. Now, if Trevor Moehrig is there,
then you pull the trigger and go with Moehrig. Okay. And I would do the same exact thing. I would do the same exact thing. The thing with Holland is, and you're concerned that he sat out this past year. He sat out this year to focus on the draft. That's what he was focused on. You know what? I'm not going to not.
He sat out because of COVID. We all know what he sat out about. He didn't want to play because of COVID.
There were stories out there that he sat out to prepare for the draft.
If that's the case, then you can say that about Micah Parsons from Penn State. But they just feel like, I feel like with some players, when they sit out a whole year, you miss out game tape for the year that you didn't play.
Perfect example, Le'Veon Bell sitting out a year. And look at the shit that he's done from the time he came back into the league.
Who?
Le'Veon Bell.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's a prime example. I know that it's college, but I'd rather go with someone that had played this past year than have someone that didn't play this past year. Now, I'm kind of nervous about Moehrig. I'm not kind of nervous about Holland. I do like his talent. I did watch him play the year before, but I have not seen his progression from last year to this year.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that's the difference between Moehrig and Javon Holland. That's the only two differences that I see.
Like I said, if Moehrig is on the board, I'll pull the trigger on him before I do Holland. But like I said, going into this draft class, Moehrig is ranked Holland is ranked the second best safety coming out of college. So you guys that are in here can say he's trash, this, that, and the third, whatever, but
it's not. So Gilbert said, why is it bad for a player to sit out because of COVID? I don't get it. It's not because of, I know he sat out because of COVID and you want to prepare for the draft, but you're looking at the 2019 film instead of the 2020 film. Where's the progression from 2019 to 2020? We don't know because that's a question mark. That's what I'm saying. We don't see if he digressed or he progressed or he got better or he gotten worse. We don't know. It's a question mark on 2020 because we haven't seen him since 2019.
Don't bust that nut. I'll be right back.
Hold up. What did you just say? I don't know what this guy just said, but
don't bust that nut. We'll be right back.
That sounds really okay. Never mind. But in my opinion, Javon Holland, I think he's a good player. It's just that I have not seen any. He might be a little bit rusty because he didn't play. That's my only problem. With that. So we're gonna get to the next pick here as they have it. The next pick here that they have is Quinn. These darn names. I keep butchering these names. Quinn Marinez or whatever his name is, but he's an offensive lineman. And it looks like it's Notre Dame. No, actually, I don't know what college that is, honestly. So let me just look at it. He's coming from Division III, Wisconsin Whitewater. Oh, interesting. This is an interesting pick at number 80. Very interesting pick. There's always a concern to up pick a competition, getting the best prospect. So from what I'm seeing here, I don't see his size, but he solidifies his resume as a inspiring pro day a few weeks back. And he displayed explosiveness, lateral movement skills, and a combine that had with how throwing players around at the Senior Bowl with his strength. It got a high potential prospect. So the Raiders will have likely with Richie Incognito for only for one more season. And Quinn would be a more perfect replacement for Howard. Going forward. I don't know what I'm reading here. He also has the ability to play center, just adds value to the versatility of his game. He is tough, nose player, the type of prospect that could see John Gruden gushing over, especially seeing Quinn off-season workout regimen, and his resembles him of something out of Rocky V. Okay, so offensive lineman, I don't mind this pick at number 80 because offensive linemen are very deep in this draft. Very deep in this draft. And we definitely need to get younger there. And I think we will get, the right person at the number 80 spot. So I do like it. Don't get me wrong. I love it. But at the same time, we still need to address the defense. And I think by having this 80th pick and giving up our 79th pick, we got more picks to look forward to now since we traded with Green Bay. So let's go to the 121st pick that Green Bay did give us in this trade. So, okay. So they saying that we'll at the 121st pick that we'll get Trill Williams, cornerback out of Syracuse. Mind you, this is not my mock draft. Hey, Silver Raider, what's going on? Thank you for coming in. Really do appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit that bell button. But Trill Williams, they saying that he's a corner out of Syracuse, where he's 6'2", 200 pound slot corner. But Williams, just during his time at Syracuse, after mainly being an outside corner in 2018, Williams has been a slot player, which leaves his evaluation a little tricky. This is what Just Law Baby is saying. His physical profile screams outside corner, but Syracuse sort fit to put him inside for some reason. However, the Raiders could use their advantage and get an elite player to mold around their cover 3 scheme perfectly. And Williams is long, physical player. 6'2", 200 pounds. I could take that size in our backfield, in my opinion. Not afraid to be physical in the run game. Gus Bradley could use Williams to his strengths and get a legit starter out of him, which is manageable risk for worth taking in day 3. He even played a little bit of safety at Syracuse, so perhaps he could be untapped potential there as well. I'll say Trill, he plays slot inside it. He plays corner inside and outside, and he can play a little bit of safety. I'm not too bad with this pick, though. He's a very underrated player in this draft. I watched him a few times at Syracuse, and he was a ball hawk, but he loves to tackle. You can see it all in his game that his passion is love to tackle, which the Raiders lacked that all last season. We couldn't tackle to save our damn lives. We couldn't. All right, so right a couple picks down, and we look like why they say we're going to get a wide receiver when we don't need one. I don't understand it. Why do they have it here? I don't know why does this J-Dog thing keep coming up. Give me 1 second, y'all. Let me just try to take this down. All right, cool. So I don't know what Hammer went and did. I don't know if he's another copy of Isaiah Johnson. I don't think so. So they say right here that at the number 162 pick, Cornell Powell is solid, but he could be a depth at the X. That's what Icy Nate says. I just think we don't need to go wide receiver in this draft. I don't know why they think we should go wide receiver in this draft. I don't think we should, but it's the Raiders we talking about, y'all.
We got enough receivers. We got enough receivers. Cut the shit.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we got too many receivers. Yes, he's solid. He could be a backup at the X position because he's tall and he's physical. He finished with 882 yards and 7 touchdowns in his last year. They say he's not very tall. He's only 6 foot, but he's a physical player that can catch at the point and is a smooth route runner. Doesn't blow away with the tremendous downfield speed. Has plenty of receivers have proven that you don't need that to succeed. That sounds like me, right? The ability to press the covers with multiple releases on the line of scrimmage is another bonus. Saying that the class filled with so much receiver talent, prospects are bound to fall, such as a guy like Powell, who's probably a 4th-round type player, could easily find himself available at this spot. He could be the oldest prospect turning 24, so there'd be a ton of upside for intrigued teams, but Powell could come in as Las Vegas and contribute quickly if needed. Nah, this mock draft is not the best so far. I think out of this whole mock draft, this is the least pick that I like. I don't like this pick at all. So just ball, baby, I disagree with this pick. Okay. So with the 167th pick, it says Deo Odebio. I don't know. See, these names are terrible.
Odeyingbo.
I don't know these names, man. Like, Jesus Christ.
Odeyingbo. And I tried not to butcher names for the most part.
I can't stand it. So they saying that this guy, he's saying that his versatility is big off his draft haul. He only continues with he come out of Vanderbilt, honestly. So it's in the SEC. They did have a bad season because Vanderbilt is just not good in basketball. He's not good in football. But he lined up all over the field and displayed elite explosiveness off the snap at 276 pounds. Pretty big for a edge rusher. Outside of Clean and Farrell, the Raiders don't have a player with the inside/outside versatility as a pass rusher. If the Raiders go out and get whatever his name is, yeah, a year from now he'll be in the absolute steal that could significantly impact the future. I mean, we got too many edge rushers at this moment. I'm not really too big on that one either. But I like the Trill Williams. I do like Trill Williams. I do like Jabril Cox. Paul. Shut up, Hammer. Shut up. And I did like we traded down. I did like the 29th pick with Liam Itchenberg. Y'all might not like it, but I do. The guy, 1,600 snaps, had not allowed a sack. I would get a gap. I would get that.
Can you stop chewing so loud?
You M85, leave my names alone. Listen, I'm old. I'm about to be 40 years old, man. Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm about to listen. I'm 5 years away from 40. Don't judge me. Okay. The older you get, the more stupid you get. Okay. Just remember that.
Shit.
So why does it say another edge rusher from the Nittany Lions, Shaka Toney, which I like Shaka Toney. I'm biased at Shaka Toney. He played last year and Micah Parsons didn't. So I do like Shaka Toney here. He's a well-versed pass rusher, can win on the edge, but his size may designate him as a pass rusher at the moment. However, the Raiders are allowing the player Yannick Ngakoue to rush from the wide 9 alignment to win on the edge, so the role is there. But Toney nearly isn't the athlete as Ngakoue, which they said that that he could definitely get the good quarterback pressures. I just love the way he plays. Like you could put him in where Ngakoue needs a break. You could put Shaka Toney in here, and he could do the same thing that Yannick Ngakoue can do. Probably less athletic than Ngakoue, but I'm not a big fan of it. I'm a big fan of it. I would definitely take Shaka Toney over Arden Key. I would definitely do that. Arden Key needs to go. I don't know why we didn't release him yet.
I don't know why we didn't cut him or Jalen Richard yet. And apparently Jalen Richard put a tweet out that he's waiting. Hey, we waiting too, buddy.
Locks. No, I do not like Jabril Cox. Stop. Can you, Hammer? Can you stop it right there? Stop it right there, bro. Come on now. And I don't know why they said the 214th pick, we picked Josh Palmer out of Tennessee, which Tennessee is my favorite college. Don't get me wrong, but we don't need a wide receiver here, ladies and gentlemen. We don't.
We got 5 already, and you're talking about drafting 2 more? Like,
I don't understand this mock draft.
I'll tell you right now, if that's the case, I'll tell you right now. As deep as we are, and you guys decide to go that route of drafting 2 more receivers, Zay Jones is getting cut. And most likely John Brown will be cut.
John Brown's not going to be cut.
They better figure this shit out now. I'm not trying to see 2 more fucking receivers drafted.
This is according to justblogbaby.com. This is not our mock draft. This is not our mock draft. So, sorry. This is definitely not ours. But I did like this one article from Just Blog Baby. I was going to do a video. I was going to drop a video on it today, but I decided not to because I wanted to talk about it on our show. So save me the editing and all the extra stuff. Save me all of that. So say if we don't trade the number 17 spot, right? Just Blog Baby put out three ideal picks at number 17. And I like these picks. The picks were, let me go to the first one. I'm not going to pull it up on the website. But they said Christian Darrisaw from Virginia Tech. They said that's the first one at 17 that we can go in that route, which I'm a fan of. I'm not really too big on it, but I am a fan of it because it's an offensive tackle. The next one is Caleb Farley. This is the concerned one for me. I love Caleb Farley. I think he's a good player. But he did have a back procedure that, that held him out of his pro day, which he had to withdraw from. I do like Caleb Farley, but the injury is kind of hurting for me to get him at number 17. The only way we will do that if we drop back, if we go get him at a further down draft pick. But at number 17, I'm not feeling Caleb Farley. I'm not.
Of course, this asshole would say he would play for the Bucks. That just goes and that proves that he's fucking chasing rings. Then, if that's the case, come on, miss me with that bullshit.
Or he'll get more time.
What? You got 21 of their starters returning from last year. There's no way he's getting burned like that. Fuck out of here.
I like to get under his skin. You like to get under mine, but yo.
Okay, man.
Oh, he unfollowed the Raiders too? Wow.
What a dick.
That means he's getting cut.
Good, cut his ass, man. Fucking, you're the reason we lost to the Dolphins on that last play, you stupid fuck.
Listen, I'm monetized right now, man.
Oh, shit. My bad.
Don't get me demonetized. Jeez.
My bad.
I need to get one of them things so I could bleep your behind out.
You're worse than I am. Are you kidding me?
No, on these podcast shows, I've been good. Not the live play-by-play and reactions. That's a whole different me now. That is a whole different me now. Don't judge it, okay?
Watch when the regular season starts and bad things happen. He's going to lose his mind on air and then be like, oops, I'm
lose my mind on John Gruden if he stopped acting like a darn jack behind. So the third ideal pick, they said Trevor Moehrig out of TCO.
Who?
Trevor Moehrig, whatever how you pronounce his name.
Oh, the safety?
Yup. So they said that's the 3 ideal picks. It'll be Christian Darrisaw, Caleb Farley, and Trevor Moehrig will be the 3 ideal picks according to justballbaby.com. How do you feel about those picks?
I like them. I like them.
But just to let you know, when they did that mock draft, that was before they put out the article for the ideal picks. So it made it look like they upgraded their mock draft. Because they mock draft came out 3 days ago, and the ideal pick video article came out yesterday. So they kind of upgraded their mock draft in some sorts.
Arden Key became a financial advisor for his own business. Oh, yeah, good luck with that. I'm done.
Well, he ain't making that much money any damn way. So what are we talking about? What kind of money is Arden Key making?
Titan, can you please calm down?
Oh,
my fault.
Who the heck is Titan?
My fur baby's acting up. My fault.
Oh, you
lay down.
Not your fur baby.
That's my fur baby.
Okay, okay. Any word on Sherman? No. And nope. I'm kind of getting impatient with this.
You know what? I thought about this while we've both been away from the camera over the last week or whatever. And there's another person that came into mind in signing. And Raider Nation, I'm curious to hear your take on this. I'm probably going to get kicked off of the mountain, but it is what it is.
Okay.
Sherman, you guys know I've been talking about. I want him, whatever. He had great leadership, definitely an amazing leader, and can be a great mentor for the young guys we already have in our secondary. But for the linebacking core, what do you think about Bobby Wagner?
Well, Bobby Wagner is kind of like a linebacker / edge rusher, right?
Mm-hmm.
But Bobby Wagner's going to want to come in and start.
And he most likely would.
Yeah, but I'm not a...
I know it's cliche, like talking about these guys that played under Bradley before, but
Seahawks.
That's what I'm saying. I get that, but and I know that's going to be the cliche thing to say. Oh, he played he played under Bradley, but you want the guys with the experience as well that played under that defense. You want those type of leaders that are going to help that locker room and attempt to change a culture that's lack thereof, for better terms, right now with the Raiders. So. What do you guys think about that? I'm very curious. I see Locke's already said he's down with Bobby Wagner. I
wouldn't mind having him as a great leader, but the question is how much money he wants, how many years he wants to be here.
Right.
I mean, so he feels as though he can still get that top money. We can't afford him.
Like they're saying, I don't think he's a free agent, but like there was something I read the other day. I put Raiders News and Bobby Wagner came up as the article. That's why when I saw it, I was very intrigued, and I was like, that's another dude that played for Bradley. It's another dude that's a baller as a linebacker.
Yes, he's a baller as a linebacker, but I'm not saying he's not, y'all might say he's elite. But Raider Nation has to be realistic. We can't get every player on the market.
Of course not. We have no money right now. We're just as bad as MC Hammer.
And I agree with Resurrect that Wagner's not leaving Seattle. He's not. I don't know. I think it's intriguing to talk about Bobby Wagner. But the question is, how much money does he want if he's a free agent or he wants to be traded? How much does he want?
Actually, no, you're right. He's not a free agent. This was a trade that was being talked about.
So
here we go. So if we were to trade for Bobby Wagner, it would be our 17th and our 149th pick in the draft this year.
We got to get some players back into that. I'm sorry. Yes, I don't mind the draft picks, but
those 2 draft picks for Bobby Wagner, would you do it?
No.
My brain hurts. Stop.
I'm not bringing in Bobby Wagner to give up our 17th pick. I'm not doing it. And people might say, "Oh, I'm bugging about this." No.
Oh, did my homie did my number 1 free agent safety sign yet?
Oh, Earl Thomas?
No, Hooker. I want Hooker.
We're going to talk about that.
I want Hooker in Vegas.
We're going to talk about that too.
Yes.
I just feel like it's nah. I don't know how you can. What you mean you can't? I can't listen to this delusional. What you mean?
Damian ain't in here.
Raider 2937. I don't know what you mean by that. If you feel like I'm delusional, I'm just being realistic here. At the end of the day, I'm not giving up my 17th overall pick for a guy in Bobby Wagner. I got to get some players Like, I'm not going to trade for a player just to give up picks. You're going to have to give me picks and players. You're going to have to give both. I'm sorry. I'm tired of trading and just getting draft picks. No, why we can't get no players in that? That's all I'm saying. It's a bad move.
Jason Hall, thank you for the donation. Much appreciated, brother.
All right, so thank you for the $2, the $1.99 donation. He says, I got my check. Thoughts on Ronnie Perkins? I talked about him in my mock draft. And I think Ronnie Perkins would be a good defensive end, but we're so loaded at that position.
Yeah,
I don't think it's needed.
Apparently, they feel that he's going to end up getting grabbed by the Jets.
That's what it sounds like.
This was an article that went out about 9 hours ago by CBS Sports in their mock draft. They believe that the Jets are going to grab Ronnie Perkins in the draft
at the top as the number 2 pick.
Let me pull it up again. I hope not. That would be fucking insane. Oops, my bad.
Yeah, Tevin Jenkins is just as good too, but I do like Ronnie Perkins and Tevin Jenkins. But thank you for the $2, the $1.99 super chat, Jason Marshall. Really do appreciate it. So I got some info from Icy Nate. Shout out to Icy Nate. Anyway,
23.
For the 23rd pick. Okay,
yeah, they're saying Perkins on.
Okay, so it says that Arden was telling me on Snapchat. This is like a screenshot that he found on Twitter about somebody. He said Arden was telling me on Snapchat that once he leaves, he's putting a big sack numbers. LOL. I just don't see it. But then he says he ain't lying. So the Snapchat says, I guess so. LOL. I can't. Something. I don't know.
Is he high?
I don't know what Arden Key's talking about.
Bro, are you high?
You weren't even that great in LSU. So get out my face.
Come on, man. Stop. He's like one of those dudes right now that's just trying to find his way out of Vegas right now. You're talking that shit. Come on, man. Really? Stop.
I don't know who's playing music right now. And I'm not feeling it because that might help. Can y'all hear the music in the background?
No. Good.
I don't want to mess up my YouTube. I see that. I don't know what you was trying to say about Kassan Nixon. Oh, Nixon with Sherman. Oh, okay. So Kassan Nixon has a picture with Sherman on his birthday. Huh. We might have something there. But this is all speculation. I'm just done with, listen, if he comes here, he comes here. If he don't, he don't. That's where I'm at with Richard Sherman.
Carlos, you're absolutely right. We have Waller. We have Moreau.
But Kyle Pitts he ran a 4.3 today as a tight end.
He's another one that'll be off the board early.
He's gonna be off the board early.
I'll tell you right now. I know that the Patriots are more or less locked with who they just signed in Jonas Smith and Hunter Henry. But the Pitts was a guy that was talked about in the draft that the Patriots would go for. That might be off the table now. I'm not 100% sure on that. I don't see us taking him, though. There's no need to.
Right.
What do we have? Carrier. We have Moreau. We have Waller. We don't need any more tight ends.
And just to let y'all know, it's getting to that time where y'all can come up and talk to us, man.
Rick, we were talking about him before. I got to send Darian the highlight tape that I've seen of him. I think he's a great linebacker. I think his coverage skills are pretty damn solid. Mm-hmm. And he definitely can make plays in the backfield as well on the quarterback. So it's something to consider. I would love to have him. I'm not taking him as a 17th overall pick. My main focus still right now for this draft, if we're not signing one by the draft and free agency, that is a right tackle.
All right, so I did have some questions. I don't know if y'all follow me on Instagram, which is Spotlight Raiders Talk, but I did put up a post saying, what questions did y'all have for the show? Only 3 people answered. So whoever is champ is, he said F Dave Pardo, because Dave Pardo was the guy that was like trolling us in the call-in show. And another question was from Andy. He said most underrated Raiders channel. Mine's is Raiders Films. It's a lot of underrated Raiders channels, just particularly Raiders. It's a lot of, so shout out to Andy, which is Raiders Football Talk. I don't know if he's in here. Spotlight, get Raiders Football Talk on the show. Send him an invite. He knows his Raiders talk. Somebody got to hit him up. I'll have him on sometime this week. Because right now I have Hammer on the show as we speak as well. But Raiders films are good. The tape don't lie. They're really good. All Aboard Raiders. All Aboard Raiders is a really dope content creator. He does scenarios with the upgraded. I guess he updated the roster from what free agency was. I don't know how he did it, but he does like scenarios about winning drives or winning defenses with the Raiders playing Madden. I think it's really creative that he does that. So All Aboard Raiders is really dope. But Raiders Film, I saw the Raiders Film creator, someone's podcast. Yeah, Raiders Film is definitely here. Oh, I see you, Raiders Football Talk. I see you, my guy. You gotta hit me up on Instagram. You gotta hit me up on Instagram and let me know what day that you're available so I can have you come on to the show.
Shit, come on in and have some fun with us, man. It's always nice having other guys that are part of the nation, part of the Black Hole Nation, come on in and talk Raider football with us. It's always fun.
Next question is Spotlight. How do you feel about seeing Colton Miller getting paid?
You said your piece on that, and I would love to hear it again because I did watch your video on it the other day. So go ahead, bro.
I love it. I mean, sometimes you have to solidify your line to where, don't get me wrong, Colton Miller is younger than Gabe Jackson and younger than Rodney Hudson.
Right.
So he's still a young talent. And people say, oh, he's getting top 5 offensive tackle money. He's not getting more than what Trip Brown got. What Trip Brown got was highway robbery. That's exactly what it was. It was highway robbery.
That dude allowed them to
the extension. I love it. People say, oh, he's overpaid. I disagree. Every year this guy's been in the league, he has got better and better and better.
Yo, stop.
It's not people need to realize you won't have a Darian Waller, a Josh Jacobs, a Derek Carr, or none of these offensive weapons without an offensive line.
Facts. If your offensive line don't work, your offense don't work. Point
Exactly.
blank period.
Exactly.
Anybody with a knowledge of football will tell you that in a heartbeat.
If you have the knowledge of playing the game of football, or you have the knowledge of learning that an offensive line makes your defensive line makes your defense, it all starts in the trenches. That's where it starts. It starts in the trenches. And if it does not work in the trenches, then every other phase of that offense and that defense will not work. And it showed last year.
Titan, stop, please.
So, yeah. Oh, shout out to Raiders Football Talk. Shout out to my guy, man. I'll hit you up in a bit for next week, bro. No problem, man. I know y'all busy, and I know y'all be getting on. I know you be doing your channels too, man. If you need help on thumbnails, let me know, Raiders Football Talk. I could definitely help you out with thumbnails. Absolutely.
That's the thumbnail king right there.
Yeah, I be working on thumbnails hard, man. I do. So, Resurrect, I know you still in here right now, but you had a great question on the Instagram. It says, what are your expectations for the Raiders heading into the draft? What needs to be addressed? Now, people say, oh, you should go for the best available player or go with the need. Me personally, I go with the need over what's the best available. People say that, oh, you got to go with the best available, but if you don't need that position, why go with the best available? Okay, so Raiders Football Talk said Markel Lee just signed with the Bills now. Oh, okay.
Good for him.
Yeah, that's the wide receiver, right?
Good for him.
So Spotlight, so Icy Nate says, thanks for the 199 super chat too, my guy. Thank you so much. Spotlight, I got a Raiders channel now. What do you use for thumbnails? So I use Canva on my phone. I use Super X Impose, I think it's called. It's called Superimpose X. That's what I use. I use Superimpose X, and for my text, I use PixArt. I don't only use Canva to update stuff on Instagram. Like when I do my little updates and my overlay for the picture and the news and stuff like that. That's the only time I really use Canva. I mean, Canva's really good. Once you learn how to use Canva, then you can upgrade to Superimpose X. But Superimpose X is a paid app. I paid like $4 for it, but it was worth it. It upgraded my thumbnails a pair. So definitely you could use that.
So you were talking about the recent, like the signings and everything,
right?
And one of these guys playing Madden with the Raiders' new signings and everything. So you're looking at
no, it was talking about the question from Resurrect. What I was saying that it was I was saying that we should not go for the best available player because the best available player might be something that we don't need. So why draft something? Why we're not talking about nonsense. People are asking questions, okay, Gabriel?
Wow.
Gabriel, we're not going to be disrespectful in this chat. People are asking me because they start in Raiders channels. We're not going to do that.
Sorry, not sorry.
We're not going to do that.
He just got put in timeout. I don't care.
We're not going to do that. We're not going to disrespect the Raider Nation because I'm not disrespecting y'all, so don't disrespect them. So everybody that's in this chat, I got y'all back if we see any ignorance in this chat.
We support anybody that's down with the nation, anybody that's Raider Nation, anyone that's Black Hole Nation. Yo, we're all one family, yo. We will support each other, whether it be in podcasts, whatever. Right. We all support one another. So don't try to start shit.
So, like I was saying, instead of going for a best available player, we need to go for a need.
Absolutely.
And I think that we should go for everything that needs to be addressed as far as corners, safety, offensive tackle, probably a linebacker.
Yes. Those are the main needs that we need at this point right now is an offensive tackle, a linebacker, and secondary. Whether it be in corner or safety, we have needs at both of those spots right now. Right. That's what our priorities need to be for this upcoming draft. And maybe potentially, again, we don't know what they're doing with Jalen Richard right now. We might have to pick up another running back as well. And we can worry about that late in the draft. It doesn't have to be one of those first 3 picks that we have. I don't think
we need another running back right now because we still got Theo Riddick on the roster too.
That's right. Riddick is there.
So I don't really think we need to go for, like I said, that's not really a need. It's not really a need. Since we got Jacobs and Drake, and now Theo Riddick's going to be on the roster, then with Alec Ingo, that's really not a need.
Yeah, Ingo's a fullback, not a halfback.
Yeah, but he's still a part of the committee. He still carries the ball.
17th pick, free safety or right tackle. I would love to go with the right tackle first.
Yeah, I want to
especially depending on who's available. When we get to that point, I want a right tackle first because we need that foundation to build that line and have Carr, Jacobs, and everybody else succeed on that offense.
So Mike Hawk says you guys should bring Trent Seg to the stream. He's a really cool guy. I talk to him all the time. We play Madden and Warzone together. Send me his Instagram, Mike Hawk.
Yeah, I'm trying to play Warzone with y'all. What's good?
I'm willing to work with any Raider YouTube channel. It doesn't matter.
Is Graphk around today? Is he around right now?
Graphk is probably, he's on the West Coast. They're 3 hours behind.
So it is now 1:35 over there.
He's probably at work right now. So I'm not going to even. I know Graphk Raider is going to come on my channel. We just got to schedule a date.
I would love the opportunity to just pick his brain and chat it up with him as well.
Oh, if you're going to do that, you got to make sure you have a drink.
There's a shitload of whiskey right in front of me.
What you saying? Jack
We go.
Daniels.
Jack is my very best friend, man.
Jack Daniels, man. But let's get to some of these questions. Brandon Parker at right tackle. As a backup, yes, but as a starter, no. What you think, Hammer?
Same.
Yeah, he definitely.
So I swear to God, somebody is going to tell us at one point. Somebody's going to be like, "Oh, let's get Eric Flowers next." No.
No, absolutely not. At 17, we get Tevin Jackson, and 48, we need to get Jamar Johnson if available. Okay, Hawk. Not too bad with that.
Yeah, I really like your guys' input and your guys' thoughts on this. Like this is. I always tell Darian, it's probably me being soft, but I appreciate him having me part of his network, and just your guys' opinions matter whether you get that compliment or not. Your opinions really do matter, and I love hearing your guys' input and your insight when it comes to us talking Raider football. It really is much appreciated. So keep going and keep doing what you guys are doing.
Right, man, because this is really big for me to keep doing this. So Carlos says, Spotlight, what do you think about fans at full capacity? I love it. I love it. Let's go. Make sure you just get vaccinated and keep your damn mask and wash your hands and wash your asses, and then you be good.
Hey, that's my line. That's my line.
I did it anyway. I stole it. I don't care. But wash your hands, wash your asses, and be good. But
I'm nervous. I'm skeptical about that for the simple fact that they obviously are going to have to check. You better show up to the stadium with your vaccination card and everything. But my thing is, yeah, I hope if they're allowing full capacity, you as fans are vaccinated. I got mine. I'm hoping that when we take our trip this coming summer, there's going to be, as of now, they're playing 3 preseason games now.
Right. I'm
hoping when we're out in Vegas that there's a preseason game that weekend, because we will be there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Yeah, we're the Spotlight Sports Network team is going to be in Las Vegas from August 13th to the 16th. So hopefully in that time span, we will have a Raiders preseason game that we're allowed to go to.
I think me and Darian are going to be at that Giants Raider game this season. We were at that Jet Raider game and didn't know each other at that time. And
right.
Full circle, look at who's working with who now. I love this shit.
And now I might just, if it's not raining that day, I will bring the podcast to the tailgate. And my guy, Entertainer Talking Sports, he's a big Giants fan. He's been a big supporter of the Spotlight Raiders talk. I'm telling you right now, to have him on the show, that's going to be crazy. I got to have a tailgate for that.
Thoughts on Raiders versus Bears? I told Darian last night when I got out of work, and I cannot. We're going to rip on Ghoulie so badly when that week comes. Oh, it's a wrap. Can we get paid? It's gonna be the big payback against Mac once again.
Yeah, because
beat the ass in London. We'll do it again.
Ghoulie wants that payback from when we beat them a couple years back. So he wants that payback. So Chicago Bears fans, we want that smoke. We do. I can't wait. Andy Dalton as your quarterback. I cannot wait.
I hope they wear those orange jerseys too. He'll camouflage in with his hair.
Well, the Bears game fits into the schedule. It's going to be the last game of the year.
Yeah.
It's going to be the 17th game of the year. It's going to be in Vegas, right?
Yes, it's in Vegas. They just announced this late last night, guys. And like I said, I was talking to Darian in our group chat, and I broke the news to him last night. And one of our guys was, Ghoulie, I think, was like, oh, God, just chalk that up as a win for Vegas. So that's all I needed to hear.
Right. So Raiders football talk. Shout out to Andy for commenting again. He says, with so much praise on cable on Brandon Parker, I think Gus is going to get Jalen Mayfield in the second. That's a possibility. See, Andy, we need the link, man. We need the link. So shout out to Icy Nate. He is just in my inbox, killing it right now.
That's the homie right there.
Icy Nate, you sending us so much stuff. Do he send you stuff too, Hammer?
He don't send me nothing, but it's okay.
Okay. I thought he sent you stuff too, Hammer. My
No,
bad.
I just love when he's one of those guys. He's definitely one of my favorites when it comes to him being in the chat here. So it's all good, man. It's all good.
So we have this quote here from Tom Cable talking about Brandon Parker. He says most mocks have the Raiders taking a tackle in the first round, but Brandon Parker is getting praise and he has skills to start. As long as he stays healthy, he's going to push for the right to play, which he deserves, according to offensive lineman coach Tom Cable on Brandon Parker. That's the only thing I have with Brandon Parker. It's his injuries. If he can stay on the field more than 5 snaps, I am surprised. I'll be happy.
And if you can't, I don't want you. I'm not trying to be rude, but we want guys that are going to stay healthy. This past season sucked for a lot of the guys that we brought in. Like Edwards was hurt a majority of the season. Mm-hmm. I feel like Ruggs was out from time to time too. We need guys that are going to be healthy and be able to go full throttle and try to last an entire season. Like we missed Incognito last year with his Achilles injury. I'm glad it wasn't like a severe Achilles injury. Mm-hmm. And I'm definitely looking forward to seeing him be a bully on that line, which is most likely going to be his final season in the NFL. And he's been one of my favorite offensive linemen for quite some time.
And speaking of Malik Hooker, right? Speaking of Malik Hooker, I don't know why Hammer House wants this guy here. I'm getting impatient with his ass too.
Hooker in Vegas, it just sounds right.
I'm getting impatient with his ass too. And I'm gonna be honest with you. Malik Hooker coming off an ACL of a Achilles tear. Thank you so much for coming into the stream. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. If this is your first time being here, we will suggest that you subscribe and hit that notification bell. We'll be doing this live every single day for now on. And shout out to the nation. First time checking you out. Love your channel. Love it. Keep it up. Keep it up the grind. Thank you so much. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
See, even young blood right there with me. Hooker and Vegas, baby. It just sounds right.
I'm just getting impatient with these corners and safeties not saying nothing about where they're going. They're not saying nothing. I'm just getting impatient.
Probably sitting there waiting on offers, just like and I know this is total not football related, but the Mets and Francisco Lindor. We're still waiting to see if this dude signs if he takes a deal by midnight
for $400 million.
No. His teammate Pete Alonso said that they should give him $400 million, but they offered 10 years, $325 million. He gave the Mets a deadline midnight tonight to come to a deal. If not, he ain't talking about it until the offseason. So this is the thing. Guys are waiting. Guys are getting feels from other teams, and they're trying to see what's gonna fit best for them. So I understand that right now for the free agents anyways. And obviously Hooker is kind of bothering you right now with this.
So Parker was drafted the same year as Miller, 4 years. It's time to step up. Yes, Rick, I agree. It's time to step up. You got drafted the same year as Colton Miller and you just like coo. No, dog. You gotta get better, man.
Icy said he thinks teams are valuing cornerbacks higher than safeties right now. I think that's true.
Mike Hawk says that Isaiah Johnson needs to be our cornerback number 2 next to Mullen. Ooh, this is going to upset a lot of people in the chat, yo.
Oh shit.
This is going to upset a lot of people, especially how y'all feel about that? Knowing that we did draft Damon Arnett last year. How do y'all feel about that?
I like the flashes that I saw out of Johnson last year. The little bit of flashes I saw, I was. He's
a little bit grabby, though. That's the problem. He's a little bit grabby.
Our whole secondary is grabby. What about that game? What about that game Mullen had where he had like 4 or 5 defensive holdings and interferences?
If it wasn't for the refs not calling it on that last play in the Chargers game in LA, Isaiah Johnson was grabby. He grabbed Hunter Henry crazy on that, and the refs didn't call it, which I was surprised that they didn't call it. I thought it was a PI. I really thought it was a PI. But him playing at the safety, my bad. But him playing at the safety position, I think he should play up at safety than corner. I'm sorry. Or Arnett could be in the slot. Question is, can he tackle when yards after the catch?
Yeah, as long as he doesn't use his damn head as he did almost every single tackle last season. This is why I want Sherman, guys, and I don't care. Oh, he's old. Da 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 da. He'll be the guy that's going to get Arnett and Abram in check, quick, fast, and in a hurry. Because I don't want to see Arnett continue to do this. His career is going to be cut short by the end of his rookie contract if he keeps with this reckless behavior on the field. And I'm not talking about penalties. I'm talking about helmet-to-helmet hits. I don't want to see it anymore.
All right, so he said, I'll say Arnett can develop if we put him in the slot, and Isaiah Johnson will 100% get a lot of the CB2 snaps.
I can see that. And I like that idea.
Shout out to Andy, man. Andy's that guy. Hold up. I think we got, oh no. No, that's nothing. Nothing.
He got it from Abram? Yeah, you're probably right.
It says Arnett won't be a number 1, but he could definitely be a number 3 corner. I think he's a number 3 corner.
I agree. I definitely agree with that. I have nothing against the kid. Just clean it up, man. Please, just clean it up.
I don't want Kassan Nixon in the slot. He got beat so many times in the slot. It's terrible. It's terrible. He's just going to be a depth piece. Nixon is going to be a depth piece. Sorry to say.
I see. Here's the thing with Gus, though. We have Gus. That's a great thing. But we also need Gus to put his foot down with Gruden and be like, I'm running my defense the way I want. I'm calling the defense the way I want. We're not going with your shit because this is what killed us last year. This is why we gave up 30-plus points a game last season. It has to be – that defense needs to run strictly through Gus Bradley. That's it.
All right, so I am going to put the link in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. I am going to put the link in the chat if you do want to come up and talk and, say what you got to say. So I don't care if it's trolls in here or not. It doesn't matter. If you want to come up here, the link is in the chat. So we are waiting for y'all because we are going to end this at 5:30. This is a 2-hour show that we're going to be doing every single day. So make sure y'all hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. So let's see where we're at in the likes anyway. Because I know it's 96 people in here. We got 63 likes. Maybe we got 4 dislikes. Oh well. If you ain't got haters, you ain't popping. That's just how I see it. What's going on, Juice? Juice, what's going on? Icy Nate says, I feel Gus already told him what he said, and his pressure starts up front, which he did this offseason. Icy Nate, you're absolutely right, brother.
I hope so.
You already know who's going to try to hop on the stream, LOL. What about Amik Robinson in the nickel? Yeah, I mean, he's still developing, corner that needs the work, which I think Gus Bradley is going to help his potential. I could see him being in the nickel package. Why not? So I think Gus Bradley's basically the head coach of the defense. Give me 5 minutes. Oh, so Andy said give him 5 minutes, he'll hop on. The dislikes help too. It sure does. You got an office. You gotta go. Do you go OT? Do I go OT where? Number 17, Greg?
Yes.
Yes, you go tackle at 17. Yes, you go tackle. Why wouldn't you go tackle at 17? People might not like the fact because the draft is so deep with offensive tackles, but you got to get the best offensive tackle available. Sorry. Do we keep Art and Key? Steve Jones says no. Get this mother effer out of here. Get him out of here.
All the stuff that he's doing right now, all the subs that he's throwing right now. No, I don't want him anymore. I do not want him on this organization because I feel like he's going to be a problem if he's here come training camp. We don't need that.
Right. So Matthew says, thank you for the show. Love always hearing about the Raiders. Thank you so much, man. This is your first time, Matt, being in the chat. We really do appreciate it. We make sure you hit that subscribe button as well. We just saying you want defense at 17. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. They're both a need at 17, but you got to think about it's so many. You got to go with an offensive tackle that that's going to be ready to start. I don't think if you go get a defensive player at 17, are they ready to start immediately?
I hope
That's
so.
my question.
I was saying no.
That's my question. If we go get a defensive player at 17, no matter what phases of the defense, are they ready to start right now? Can y'all name anybody right now that's ready to start for the Raiders starting week 1 out of the draft? Only one I could probably say is Trevor Moehrig. That's the only person I could probably say. But as far as defensive line, linebackers, and corners, there's no player out there, in my opinion, this is my opinion, that could realistically start week 1.
Our realistic trade partner, if we trade back from 17?
Green Bay.
Yep.
Green Bay. It's been so many mock drafts that I've done in a simulator that Green Bay was the team that always was in the trade. Green Bay or Buffalo.
I got Green Bay, I got Cleveland, and I had New England. Those are the 3 that I was constantly getting.
Yeah.
The Colts? No.
Yeah, the Colts too. Caleb Farley is not a starter in this league right now with that back injury. Sorry. He's not, if he didn't have the back injury that he had, which is missing from his pro day, I would have said yes. But Caleb Farley just had a back procedure, so I'm saying no. I don't think he'll be ready by week 1. Micah Parsons, it's a possibility depending on where you put him at. Depending on where you put him at in Gus Bradley's defense. So Parsons might be another one. And I'm going to put the link in the chat again just to let y'all know. If y'all want to come up and talk y'all talk. And if y'all have not subscribed to Hammer House, make sure y'all go subscribe to Hammer House, y'all. Get that man 200 subscribers.
Show me some love. I'm lonely. And the 200 subscriber will get a gift from me personally.
I'm still waiting on my gift.
We'll talk about that when we're in Vegas.
You know I gotta mess with you, my guy. You know I gotta mess with you. So, did you hear about this though? According to RaidersWire.com, Raiders quarterback Derek Carr amongst those to receive a $1 million bonus with the addition of a 17th game.
That's dope. I think the only way that any player on that team should get any type of bonus is if they make it deep in the playoffs. So, and I'm not an insult or anything. I'm just saying, make it deep in the playoffs, and then you can earn bonuses. But a 17th game, come on, really?
Did you hear about Kyle Long when he came to the Raiders? A contract was not offered.
Was not offered. I was like, really?
I'm like, it was not offered. That's why he left the Raiders. I think if he would have got a contract offer, he would have signed.
I think so too.
I'm not really a big fan of Kyle Long because now he's with the Kansas City Chiefs, so F him. But Pat, I'm talking about at number 17. Y'all saying names.
I see. Subscribe, and I got you when we get off to when we get out of here today.
Right.
And,
you gotta send me your link in the Instagram, bro. They said they subbed to you, Hammer.
All right. So whoever's subbed so far, I'll definitely make sure to respond back. I'll sub back. And you guys could also check me out on Instagram at hammers without the apostrophe .house. That's the Instagram I put up, like maybe it's been about a month, and we're already at about 160 followers on there as well. So definitely check that out.
Definitely go check that out. Thank you for the Raiders channel, Icy Nate. He be on it. That's why I made him a mod in this chat.
That's the homie.
Be on it on the Instagram. My God. He be on it. But yeah, I didn't understand that either. I didn't understand that either about Kyle Long leaving without a contract. I didn't understand that. But let's get it. Let's get into some more defense. Everybody want to talk about free agency and what's out there. Of course, y'all want to talk about it. So if y'all do want to come up and talk about it, Morgan is not scared to tackle. I disagree with that.
Okay, I just fumbled the car.
Come on, bro. You making Carr look bad out here. Those Carr haters about to be like, ha ha ha. But according to free agency now, according to RaidersWire.com, they did say top safety options available for the Raiders in free agency. So
let me hear it. Let me hear the names.
So the names are Tashawn Gibson Sr., Deron Hartman, Trey Boston, Earl Thomas, Bradley McDougald, Kenny Vaccaro, and of course,
what rhymes with Booker, folks?
Hooker.
McDougald was with the Jets last season, right?
Yes.
They were talking high about him though, not the Raiders, but like a lot of people are saying he is not that bad of a safety. He just was in the wrong system last season.
Ladies and gentlemen, unannounced, he got the link. We got my guy Andy, aka Raiders Football Talk. What is up, my brother? What's good?
What's good? What's good?
What up?
Thanks for coming on. On a short notice, man. Appreciate it.
Let's see.
And y'all have not subscribed to Raiders Football Talk. Make sure y'all go subscribe to Raiders Football Talk right now. And we have Mike Hawk from the chat. What's going on, Mike Hawk? What's up, man?
What's up, Spotlight? What's up, Andy? What's up, Hammer?
What's good, brother?
What's up, man? So tell us about this Markel Lee going to the Buffalo Bills, bro. Tell us about that.
Well,
Andy?
I mean, it don't matter. Anybody can talk. Is good.
Hold on, I'm having issues. All right, can y'all see me now? Y'all, am I freezing?
Nah, you good.
Oh, you're good. You're good.
So you say he went to the Bills, right?
Yeah, he just signed with the Bills. That's good. That's good.
I mean, we didn't have him last year, right?
No, he's been out for like 2 years.
Wow. So he's been out for 2 years and then he signed with the Bills. You never know. Sometimes a change of scenery might mean something.
I think he broke his foot or something, or had surgery, and then I think that's what cut him. Yeah, the last time he played with us was in Oakland.
Yeah, that's the last time I remember too that he played in Oakland. So, what's the best for him? And I want to get your opinions, man. What's going on at number 17 in the draft? We about to be less than a couple weeks away from the draft. Who do y'all feel? I mean, me and Hammer made our picks. Like I say,
like I was saying, Kevin Jenkins.
He says offensive tackle. So, how y'all feeling about the draft? What y'all think should be at number 17?
Y'all can hear me good, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. So my thing is with you look at our whole offensive line last year, and the guy who took the longest to develop was our first round tackle. You feel me? And Tom Cable, he's a mastermind with these offensive linemen, bro. I honestly think that, like I said in the chat before, you look at the high praise that he just gave Brandon Parker. It's looking like he might give might give Gus Bradley that 17th overall pick, and Gus Bradley might get his safety of the future. Wow. I'm high on Jalen Mayfield from Michigan, bro. I like him a lot.
I like
Mark Johnson from Indiana,
safety, right?
What'd you say?
He's a safety, right?
No. Jalen Mayfield, he's an offensive tackle from Michigan.
It was somebody else that was talking about that he's a safety that plays at Michigan. I don't think that was his name though. Somebody was telling me about him, but I'm not really too big on Michigan football players because they never really. Man. The tackle class in itself is really deep.
It's really
so even
deep.
If we don't
classes, there's a drop off after Richie Grant, to be honest.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Where should we go at 17? Because everybody say get a safety because we need it, get a corner because we need it, get a linebacker because we need it. I feel like right now the biggest need is right tackle. That's just me.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. I mean, you always got to protect your franchise QB.
What you were saying, Mike?
Oh, Brandon Parker's a little like a
injury prone, so we can't trust him.
Brandon
I mean,
Parker
we can
ain't
trust
injury
him
prone.
blocking. He like in what 2018 he was starting.
Yeah. I mean, he had to start a few times this past year too, due to injuries to our offensive line. I
Yeah.
just feel like if he can stay healthy, if the boy can stay on the game, if he can stay healthy for at least 5 snaps, I'm good. That's him and Sam Young. Sam Young just needs to go too. His old fart behind needs to go. But Brandon Parker, I
Sam
think
Young need to go to a retirement home.
yes, needs to go to a retirement home. I don't know what's going on with Sam Young. He just needs to be in a rocking chair and just watch Raiders football, bro. That's what you just got to do. But Brandon Parker right now, is looking like he's going to be our starting right tackle until we see what we do in the draft.
I wouldn't be
So
surprised if we didn't address tackle until the 3rd round.
it's the Raiders we talking about, right? Especially when we need a need in the 1st round, and they just throw left field. Like I was like, okay, I don't know if y'all watched the draft last year, but I know I did, and I'm like, all right, we in a good spot. It's still a lot of players left. You know, we needed a wide receiver at that time last year, and I was like, Henry Ruggs.
That's not. I'm not
I
even.
was like, no, not even Henry Ruggs. It was Damon Arnett first. I'm like, Damon Arnett. As much
AJ
mock
Terrell
draft
got
that
shipped
I
up to
did,
Atlanta. AJ Terrell went to Atlanta, so we didn't have AJ Terrell at that point. And then, I mean, Damon Arnett's track record with Ohio State was great. He just was always hurt this year, man.
which is true, but
He
don't
had
you
a
think that had
loaf of bread
something
on his
to do
hand.
with? Don't you
Yeah,
think that had something to do with him being a part of that great cornerback at Ohio State and with Jeff Okuda? They think that has something to do with it because, like, I mean, he was injury. Arnett was injury prone this past year, but I don't know, man. He gotta learn how to tackle.
You got to think about it. They run the same cover 3 scheme at Ohio State. Damon Arnett's going to thrive this year, bro. Damon
Hope
Arnett in
so.
this cover 3 scheme with Gus Bradley. This whole defense relies on your front 7. Your front 7 does what they need to do. Your back end is going to thrive, bro. So that's why I
Facts.
was saying. That's why I'm saying Isaiah Johnson is going to do some. He's going to do some good things. The reason why I think that we might go safety than linebacker is because Nicholas Moore only has this year, and after that, Corey Littleton and Fikowski only got a year after that. So we need a linebacker for the future.
Yeah, especially if we don't re-sign either of them. So yeah,
Give
we
me.
do need a linebacker. I just feel like right now, 17. I got a feeling that the Raiders are going to trade back because it's just too many. It's just too many ways you can go at the number 17th pick. And
I
Arnett was better
mean,
than Okuda, Carlos, because Okuda played
Second
for
round
the
pick.
trash ass Lions. That's why he played for the Lions. But I'm just
I mean, I
skeptical.
would think that Gruden would probably trade back in a second.
Well, I mean, I don't know if you was in here earlier, but did y'all see with Just Blood Baby when we showed them the mock draft how Green Bay traded 4 picks in a draft for this year, and we only gave up the 17th and the 79th pick. So we
if we
so
trade back, bro, it depends how far we're looking to trade back.
they
Facts.
said we traded back to the 29th pick.
That's another 12 picks that we're losing out on then. Like,
The thing is,
I
we're
don't
trading
know.
back, right? I feel like we're at a good situation with 17. We're in the middle, right in the middle of the draft. We already know who's gonna go before us. Like, if Tevin Jenkins and Morig is gone by that time, which is very unlikely, then you trade back. Then. But the whole thing is that if Gus Bradley wanted Trayvon Morig, right, you can't trade
Right.
back past 23 because the Jaguars are gonna scoop up Trayvon Morig at 23 no matter what because they just missed on on John Johnson III. They wanted him, so we can't trade back too far. Like I was thinking before, maybe the Browns, the Ravens, because they need an outside linebacker, and at our pick, there's gonna be a lot of outside linebackers. But I mean, as far as trading 12 picks back, I wouldn't want to do that. It depends if we would get a second as compensation. I would do it, but 12 picks is a lot.
Yeah, but we getting four picks back for going down 12 picks. So technically we give up two draft picks and add two in a way. Add an extra two because there's 4 picks that they've given us. So technically we'll have about two more picks in the second round, which probably wouldn't be bad.
Even trade up for?
I mean, you never know. It's the Green Bay Packers we talking about. They went out and got Jordan Love last year. That's what I'm saying. Like, you just never know with the Green Bay Packers. If they're willing to give up all that just to get the 17th spot, they going up to get somebody. They do need a secondary, and they got scorched.
How would you feel then if we didn't get a safety at 17, or we didn't get tackle at 17, and we got Jock, we got the linebacker from Notre Dame?
I'd be okay with that.
According to Icy Nate,
still a need.
Linebacker
is a need.
It's still a need, but this is my thing, right? If you're going to go get a player at 17, they have to be a player that can immediately start right now. And I don't see a lot of players coming out the draft at number 17 that could start right now for the Raiders. I just don't see
start at 17. Jock can for sure start. He can come in, start right away. So can Morig. So can Tevin Jenkins. There's a lot.
Tevin Jenkins, Morig, but I'm saying for just the defensive side in itself, when it comes to that secondary, Morig is the only one that I really think that could start in that secondary right now.
You didn't.
This is just my opinion.
If Jock is there, which he probably will be, he's a linebacker who played a good amount of slot at Notre Dame. But if he's there and we got him, I wouldn't think that would be a horrible pick. I think
it wouldn't be a horrible pick.
Yeah, I think that would basically say, all right, Nicholas Morrow, we just rented you for this year. You got to bounce after this year.
He said, why you keep saying most of the first round started last year DBs? If you look at the DBs that played last year that came out of the first round of the draft, no matter what team they were, they didn't play their best. Just being honest. Jeff Okudah was one of those guys that understand he played for the Lions, but he wasn't worth the number 3 pick. Let's just be realistic.
Terrell got picked in front of Damon Arnett was bad too. I mean,
Damon Arnett was a reach because they thought it was a reach because Damon Arnett was projected to go second round. Which I think we could have got in the second round, honestly. He wouldn't have got drafted in the first round.
We didn't have a second round pick. That's why we took him.
Or we could have, or instead of getting Lynn Bowden Jr., instead of getting Lynn Bowden Jr., Damon Arnett would have fell. He would have fell. Damon Arnett was not a first round type of quality first round pick, in my opinion. He wasn't better than AJ Terrell.
I honestly think that AJ Terrell was our guy, and then when Atlanta took him, we settled for Arnett. But Arnett could prove like this man Arnett. He took that criticism to everybody getting the heart, bro. Like that dude, he's working his ass off. I think he'll do good this year. Same with Ruggs. I mean, he was straight up honest with his performance. He knew he was what he lived up to as 12 overall. He's been in the lab every day as well. I mean, I think that our rookies from last year are going to do good.
Ruggs just needs to get his weight up and learn the concept of ball security, and we'll be okay.
Yeah, because AJ Terrell was the guy that I did my mock draft on, and I thought that he was going to be there. I didn't think the Atlanta Falcons was going to go out and get a corner at that time. That was far-fetched for me.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't think they were going to get him either, but I mean, that's how it felt.
Yeah, so I just feel like at 17 we are in a great spot, but everybody think we should get like Xavier Collins and Holland. Hammer been big on Holland from Oregon.
I'm high on Holland. I'm high on Jamin Davis out of Kentucky, and now somebody else, Dennis Ortiz. Jamin Davis is moving up the draft board, and if he is there at 80, we should get him. I would take him.
Oh, yeah, Jamin Davis for sure. Same with Jabril Cox. You take one of those linebackers at 79 and 80. But Holland, nah, man. I don't know. I would love to hear why you're high on him.
His
not high
game
on him at
tape,
all.
his game tape from 2019, and just seeing what he can do. Kid's a ball hawk. I know he took a year off, and that's what everybody's concern is right now. If we could not get Morrig, then I want Holland.
Holland
I'm
played
not
slot though.
expecting.
He wasn't a true deep high. He played slot. He was a second level defender at Oregon. He wouldn't really have a spot like that, especially not a deep high for the Raiders.
Right. I'm not expecting the dudes to be all stars in a rookie year, but we are expecting some type of
Production.
production.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? We're not expecting them to be all stars. If you're going to get drafted that high in the first round, we expect for you to produce. Simple
Any
as
first
that.
round rookie, I mean, you're a first rounder for a reason. You need to come in and produce for the team that drafted you. As simple as
Facts.
that. But I mean, we saw firsthand with Colton Miller, dude. I mean, he took a while, but he turned into a monster year 2, year 3. He just got his paycheck. You know, I don't
Right.
think necessarily rushing guys into it is the best thing neither. But you want production at the end of the day.
Right.
Like you want to win games.
And quick question. Speaking of Colton Miller, how did you feel about his contract? Because when I did my video on it, they saying that Colton Miller was overpaid. What is your
I
input
love
on
the
that?
contract. I love the contract. It necessarily doesn't kick in until 2023 when the money's going to be sky high. So, and honestly, he's only getting 2.3 this year, bro. We saved 5 million on it this year. So
Don't
he's only
break the
getting
bank.
he's only getting 2.3 this year. We saved money on that. And then we're picking up his 50-year option, which is going to be less than 11 million. So his $18 million doesn't kick in until that 275 million salary cap is in. So it's a good deal. It's honestly think it's going to be close to that Derek Carr deal. It was high for 2 years. Man, look at it. One of the most team-friendly contracts in the NFL now. Simple as
Right.
that.
I didn't understand how they was so under my comments like he's overpaid, and you really don't look deep into the contract. It doesn't kick in no time soon. Like, so what?
Same thing
What
with Kenyon Drake. Same thing with Kenyon Drake. He's only getting $3.5 million this year. He's getting 8 next year, which is a lot of money. I'm not sure how much of that is guaranteed next year. I don't remember off the top of my head, but $8 million for a running back next year is a lot. But $3 million this year is what we're going to be working with. So again,
What was
that's
it?
a decent-
14, 11 and a half guaranteed?
No, it was 11 million is his contract, up to $14 million with incentives. And with him and Jacobs playing a tandem, I'm not sure that he's going to be reaching those incentives because I think those incentives are going to be highly based off like a running back one incentive-based contract.
Kind of
Well, I
similar
mean,
to Mariota's contract.
it depends on what the incentives that Drake has. Now, if he has like an incentive in there that if he gets like 1,000 yards from scrimmage, not just running but catching too, so it's like a combined total.
I think that's a
Then
possibility.
he might get his incentive if that's the case.
Yep.
Because he's
Drake-
good. Like
Drake,
he's good
He's
for
going to
that.
open up our offense even more. He's going to open up our offense even more, honestly. And I mean, with Drake, he had over 1,000 all-purpose yards last year, but he didn't have the best offensive line. And the whole thing that helps is because they had a mobile quarterback. When you have a mobile quarterback, the defensive ends have to stay honest to your run game. So that's what helped Drake last year.
So I know y'all see that comment right there. Actually, I'm trying to look for this post that he said that Marquez NFL saying that they are nearing a deal with Trey Boston. Carl Joseph is visiting the Steelers, bruh. What is we doing? We need to sign a
Who's
DB
nearing a
already.
deal with Trey Boston?
That's what I'm trying to find out.
Is
Are we
it
talking about us?
is it the Raiders having a deal with Trey Boston, or
'Cause I
is
know
it
the
the
Carl
Pittsburgh
Joseph thing,
Steelers?
that's true. I know the Carl Joseph thing, that's true. He's in Pittsburgh, but if the Raiders are nearing a deal with Trey Boston, then I think that's probably edging towards tackle in the first and safety in the second.
Oh, Washington football team are nearing to completing a 1-year deal.
Ha! Good luck with
Trey
that.
Boston.
Yeah, with Trey Boston.
Damn, that's just like saying a lie.
I don't know how true that is though, but I mean,
Who is it
because
from?
it says Mark Q _ Mark Q NFL. This guy only has 311 followers.
Mm.
I don't know.
Yeah, no. I hope they're not nearing a deal with him because I think that you have
He needs to be a
somebody who
Raider.
he was the best safety in 2017. Just couldn't find a contract. So I think you should go get him. And tell me that with his dreads, you put him with the number 27, he ain't gonna look like Reggie Nelson. We gonna think that that's Reggie Nelson out there.
He's gonna look like Reggie Nelson, bro. He is. But are you being impatient right now, Andy, with the whole Richard Sherman thing? Are you being impatient with this at this moment?
No, I honestly, well, I mean, obviously, I think everybody was in the first couple days, but I think now, I mean, we haven't seen guys like Sherman get a contract, Sean Gibson haven't got a contract, Malik Hooker went to Dallas, still didn't get a contract. So I'm not really tripping off that right now. I think Trey Boston, if that's true, he's barely just not trying to get a contract. So as far as impatient, no, because their values are dropping each day that they're on the market. So I think that patience is a virtue for a reason. So,
the only reason why I say I'm kind of getting impatient with it because that's what the Raider Nation has been asking me on these live streams every single day. What's the news on Sherman? We don't hear anything. I'll be at my phone. Listen, I have 2 phones. I'm waiting on a notification.
The Black Adam Schefter, ladies and gentlemen.
I have 2 phones. I'm waiting on a notification for Trey Boston. Well, we all know that he's going to watch the football team, as what the rumor says. But I'm waiting on Richard Sherman or something for the secondary and free agency. I'm like glued to these phones all day, so I can be like, oh, I can go make a video real quick.
I'm waiting to hear that we got Malik Hooker.
It would be.
I don't think we're even after him.
Damn it!
I'm not a. You said who?
I don't think we're after him. Malik Hooker. I don't think we're after him.
Man.
Because just think about it. What does Gruden preach? Availability. Malik Hooker ain't ever available.
Yeah, he had that ace. He had that, like I said, he had that Achilles tear last year.
He's coming off some terrible, terrible injuries. Not like a little broken wrist like Arnett. None of that. He's coming off some terrible injuries.
I give props to Arnett for playing with that Mega Man cast, though.
I think that's probably why he was dipping his head and tackling it, because he couldn't rap.
God.
He couldn't rap.
You can wrap up with club. I've had to play with a club in my hand.
That thing look like a damn bowling ball. I wouldn't be able to rap with that.
You could punch somebody in the face of that shit and not feel a damn thing.
I don't think we would be talking about.
You can wrap up with a club, bro.
I'd take back.
Demarius Randall.
They should have never cut him. They were high on Arnett. I was like, what?
But the thing about it is, though, with Damon Arnett, not Damon Arnett, with Demarius Randall, he could play 2 positions. That's what he did in Green Bay. Right. He played safety and he played corner. So if you have Damon Arnett at corner, you could have put him at safety with Jonathan Abram. That would have been that would have solidified our safety right there.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if Demarius Randall went back to Browns.
I wouldn't be surprised either.
They need a free safety.
Yeah, because Carl Joseph is no good. They talking about, Carl Joseph come back to the Raiders. Absolutely not. He can stay where he at, wherever team he's on.
Nope, I'm good. I'll pass.
I would take him if he's gonna back up Abram. Not to start though.
Yeah, if he wants to back up Abram, I wouldn't mind taking him, but
he probably won't
want to come in.
Take that anyways. He's gonna be like, I don't want to be a backup. No, watch. Like, there's no way.
So Tashawn Gibson played in Bradley's scheme in Jacksonville. He'll be a 1-year deal, though, 31 years old. He's still on the market as well.
He's still on the market. He played well with Gus Bradley. That's another thing. The reason why I was first leaning towards tackle in the first round because no free safety has ever done bad in Gus Bradley's system. That's one thing. So if you go tackle in the first round, whatever safety you get in the second, third, fourth, whatever, they're not going to do bad in this system. But is that what you want? You just want your free safety to be average, or you want an elite safety? It's tough. It's tough with Gus Bradley. I mean, his system is not complex. He knows what he wants, and if he gets it, this defense is going to do good. I think this defense is going to be better than what we all think it is.
You just said sign Clinton, Dix, and Hooker.
Oh my God,
Dix and Hooker in Vegas. It sounds good.
Only Hammer would think of something like that.
I did. No. That wasn't me.
Yeah, but your mind's in the gutter, though.
Come on, anybody. Wow. I guarantee you that's why he said what he said.
Your mind's in the gutter, like I said, Jabril Cox, and you went left field with that.
No, because you're the one that started the pause. If you didn't, I wouldn't have said a damn thing.
You laughed under your breath. You think I don't hear all of that?
Not when you first said it, I didn't.
Man, Jabril Cox is the number one pass coverage linebacker in this draft.
Yes.
He is
Yes.
nice.
And then in that mock draft, they had him going at number 48 if we trade, with the Green Bay Packers.
I wouldn't be surprised.
I would not be. I'll actually be stoked because he's the best. He's a good tackler. Don't get me wrong, but he can cover. He can cover tight ends, wide receivers, slot receivers. He can do it all. So why not bring him?
Cox probably wouldn't be in on first downs though. For sure,
he'd be on like third down situations.
Second and third down, he'd be in, but first down, he would get eaten up in the run game. He's not the best in the run whatsoever. But I mean, I like this system a lot. I think that our defense is going to do good under it.
All right, so if that's the case, then should I ask you this question pre-draft before the draft comes? Where do our defense rank right now with the players that we got? Where do we rank in the NFL?
With the players that we got, I'd say we were 30th last year. Right now, I'd say 21st.
That's reasonable.
You have to upgrade. Like you still have to. But when your defense is even like right now, I'm pretty sure everyone in that building, just as much as Jeff Heath, Davin Levin, and all the other free safeties on the roster right now, are like, all right, I know that they're about to bring in somebody else to try and replace me. So when you have guys in there, like honestly, if you do get a Richard Sherman, that's good, but it's gonna take away reps from your younger guys. So that's one thing. But I think that with the roster that we got right now, we can go as far as 21st because I mean, you look at how badly injuries played the Chargers last year, and they still had a better defense than we did. So I think that this defense can be 21st right now. I say the ceiling for this defense is 14th next year.
21st is really reasonable for me. I think between 20 and 20, like 19 and 21st, I wouldn't mind that. As long as we're not in the 30s, I'm fine with that. Because I'm sick and tired of being at the bottom of a barrel defense. I'm tired of seeing it.
But that's what's wrong with us though, as Raider fans, dog. Like we just striving for average. Like average defenses don't win Super Bowl, dog. We just seen what happened in the Super Bowl. Like we can't have no average defense.
Facts. We don't have no, but we got to be. I mean, as of right now, from what this is pre-draft or what we ranking in. Now, when the draft comes around and the draft is done, then we could come back to this question and see where will we be ranked after the draft.
After
this
the
is just
draft,
pre-draft.
After the draft, yeah.
So I think pre-draft right now is 21 is reasonable until we see what we do in the draft. That number might go up.
Oh, 100% it will. 100%. I honestly think that I really do think that Trayvon Moore is going to be a Raider. I don't think that we're going Trayvon Moore. I really think he's going to be a Raider. I don't think that we're going to go tackle in the first. I would like it, but I don't think we will. I don't think that's happening.
So you think we're not doing tackle at 17?
Nope. I said it before. I mean, look at our line last year. Who took the longest to develop? Our first rounder. Tom Cable can develop guys with higher potential quicker. Simple as that.
Hope you're right. Hope you're right.
He got a point there.
No, he does. I hope it comes to fruition, man. I really do.
Because what we was looking at,
where he was talking about Andre James. He was giving Andre James some major praise. Major praise.
Same that he did for Brandon Parker.
Mm-hmm.
He gave praise for Brandon Parker as well. So they said Travis has done his homework. Tyree Gillespie just ran a 4.38, and the Raiders DB coach ran his workout. Oh,
okay.
A 4.3.
Another speed demon.
You know the Raiders love speed.
Yeah, of course they do.
But no matter look at this defense, though, this defense on the outside doesn't need speed, though. Sherman was never the quickest, but he was an all-pro safety in this game. On the opposite side of him, who was the opposite corner of him when they were going crazy out there in Seattle?
Legion of Boom. Was it?
I forget his name.
Fuck.
But they weren't the fastest outside corner group at all. You don't need the fastest corners in this scheme.
Right. That's why I feel like you don't really need speed when it comes to corners. I mean, if you're going up against a speedster,
Was it Browner or Maxwell?
It was Maxwell.
It was Maxwell.
It was Maxwell because I remember that name because I remember after he left the Seahawks, he played for the Eagles.
Right.
He got that big contract in Philadelphia and didn't do a damn thing.
How many sacks do you think Yannick Ngakoue is going to have?
You had people already saying 10. I'll say, depending on how good this defense is with that front seven, I'll say between 8 to 9.5.
That's low balling, bro.
I know. He's got to bounce back, though.
I just got to see the production. I mean,
he has to bounce back.
Played well the last couple of years either.
Watch. What? Yes, he has.
No.
Statement,
he's in the postseason for Baltimore. Yes, he played well.
That's not his scheme. Baltimore wasn't his scheme. He's not an outside linebacker. He's a true defensive end in a 4-3 scheme. That's what he did. He had his best years with Gus Bradley. He's coming back. I think Yannick Ngakoue is going to have a sack per million. He's going to have 13 sacks this year.
Really?
Watch.
Okay. Watch. It's a bold prediction. I like it though.
I say 10.
I don't do bold predictions often either.
I say 10. I'll say 10 and like 10 and a half. Just because I just want to see. Like, don't get me wrong, he's a great pass rusher, but I've looked at film where he's not great in the run game under Gus Bradley. Bradley. So,
but that's why you're gonna start Cleveland Furrow on the opposite side of him.
See, that's the thing. That's going to be another thing that's going to be an issue too, because they're going to want to start Max Crosby.
What do you think about using? What do you think about using Crosby as splitting between edge rusher and outside linebacker though?
Can he cover?
He'll be no, not outside linebacker in the role where he's going to cover. He's going to play Leo. Leo is going to be when we're in our 5-2 defense. He's going to be out there as a far edge, close to a 9 or 10, maybe 11 technique. He's going to be out there a lot, but I mean, he'll play a lot. He'll play a lot, especially close to that outside linebacker. Like he's going to play the role that Vic Beasley played with the Falcons. That's what he's going to play in our 5-2 defense. But he's just going to be a situational pass rusher on normal first, second, and third downs.
Okay. That's some good suggestions. Raiders Football Talk, bro. If y'all have not gone and subscribe to this channel and Hammer's House channels, make sure y'all do that. Shout out to the moderators for putting the links in the chats. Put Raiders Football Talk link in the chat and put Hammer's House link in the chat. Make sure y'all go subscribe to both of these guys. They are very knowledgeable when it comes to the Raider Nation. So it's been dope being on here. So when you do go live, when you're able to go live, Raiders Football Talk, well, Andy, as you say, let me know. So I would definitely hop on and, definitely give my 2 cents. And even want to do a video collaboration. I really don't mind that either. I do video collaboration. 100%. I'm good with the editing and everything.
Gotta get to that goal. You gotta get there. I gotta get to 1100 first. But you for sure gonna have to hop on one day. Put your
with the 1,000 subscribers.
Yep, gotta go. I gotta be able to go live for you, man.
Yeah, so
we getting there though. A lot of support recently. We're getting there though.
Yeah, as long as it's cross promoting, right? So long as you cross promoting, and I come on yours, and I can put it on my community posts, and you and Hammer could do something. Like everybody could do something to help each other grow. So that's what it is. Thank you, Icy Nate, for the links. For Andy's and Hammer's House. Make sure y'all go subscribe to their channels. Andy, we're going to head out because the show is ending at 5:30 today, which I'll be back on tomorrow. Tomorrow,
East Coast, man. East Coast.
Yeah, we're on the East Coast. It's getting late out here, man. It's getting late out here. So hopefully,
it's gonna be 2:00 out here, man. We're good.
Right. So hit me up on Sunday. And I can put you on the schedule to come on the show because I know this was like unexpected. But I usually like
Short
have
and
people
sweet.
come up and talk.
It's good. I'll hit you up.
All right, Andy, thank you for being on, man. We really do appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, so there y'all have it, guys. That was the boy Andy from Raiders Football Talk. Make sure y'all go subscribe to the channel and go subscribe to Hammer House. If y'all have not go subscribe to Hammer House, he's definitely going to have a hammer for you and hit you up across the head. Because he's a mean New Yorker at the end of the day. So make sure you go subscribe to Icy Nate. If you have not subscribed to Icy Nate, thank y'all for subscribing to him too. The guy is trying to grow his channel with his Raiders stuff. So we all trying to grow at the end of the day. Hammer, any final words before we head out?
Yo, I will be on live tonight doing our last breakdown of this coming MLB season. Opening day is tomorrow, so we're going to be breaking down every division, our predictions for this upcoming season. It's going to be myself and Jake the Snake Silva with the Turn 2 podcast. We should be on, I believe, tonight at 8 o'clock.
All right, so make sure if y'all have not subscribed to the Spotlight Sports Network, make sure y'all go subscribe to the Spotlight Sports Network. That's where all the other shows will be at. Thank y'all so much for tuning into another off-season talk with the Las Vegas Raiders, with Spotlight Raiders Talk and Hammer House. If y'all see Hammer House on my channel, y'all know why. He's giving y'all some breaking news on some shit. But if he gets to it before me, y'all see him.
Facts.
But thank y'all so much, man. We are out of here. Comment, like, and subscribe to the channel. Spotlight Raiders Talk. We're going to leave y'all out with this here.
But I know that's just in my mind. I know everything is just in my mind. Do you really want to be famous? Do you really want to be a superstar? Do you really want to get dangerous? Do you even know where the groupies are? Bitches out here be-
Welcome to Hammer's house.
Once a Raider, bruh, always a Raider, bruh. Shit simple as that. You look silver and black. Lot of bread invested in that old